Good morning, everyone. Welcome back to the channel and welcome back to the video. This morning we're back over here at Charlotte Motor Speedway for the final C&C Concord of the year. Got here a little bit early and not as many cars here already, but we do have some pretty sick cars. Got my boy Luke in the GTR, the purple one right there. Then right beside him, we got the NC PPC Street Sweeper. It's a 3,000 horsepower GTR. Saw this thing last weekend. Potentially in the fastest straight GTR in the world. So really cool to have that here in North Carolina of all places. But got a couple other GTRs rolling with them. Drag CTSV. Got my car right there. But it's cold. It's basically freezing. And
you always get ideas when you come.
I mean, we'll see how many people truly turn out due to the cold. Already looking good. I'll catch you guys up if there's anything else. Got all the Beamer boys rolling in. I don't think I've seen them roll in this big of a squad, considering that they're still coming in all the way down now. It's chilly. Although a lot of people seem to be grouping up, which is nice. If you guys unfortunately aren't here to see this beauty, or if you haven't seen it before, this is, like I said before, 3,000 horsepower R35 GTR C&C PPC Street Sweeper. Just fully custom built, still full interior, which is why it's a full street car, but as you can see up at the front, it's not very much a oh, the beautiful titanium carbon intake manifolds. This thing was sick. Saw this thing last weekend. Got to take a couple photos of it. But you can check those out on my Instagram. We got a beautiful freaking combo here. We got a clown shoe, really clean green on some BBS LMs. Then right beside it, we got a 993 Turbo S. Both of these are green. Both around the same era. Both unicorns in their own sense. Yeah, this is really nice though. I think I've seen this at Carson Cap before, but man, what a combo. This thing caught my eye when I was rolling in. M235 or M240 with a wide body. But what really caught my eye was the interior. Cage, cargo seats. Really cool, 6-speed. Respect to the owner for building. Honestly, that's unique. Dream spec right there. I absolutely love those Mark III Supras. Hold a special place in my heart. My dad had one when I was really, really young. But over here, speaking of Toyota, SC300.
I think I'm gonna run this
This freaking engine bay, giant turbo, completely stripped. Obviously, it's a drift car. That is awesome. Full stripped interior. Really cool. Oh, and I see some Manthey cars coming in from Hendrick. With the Manthey 2RS, Manthey 4RS, and the new Taycan Turbo GT. Cool. As I mentioned, got the Manthey GT2RS MR. Beside it, the Manthey GT4RS MR. Got really cool right beside it. That's the new Taycan Turbo GT with the Weissach package. That's making over, pretty sure it's like 1,064 horsepower. So really crazy. And we'll take a look at that thing in a second, but before everyone crowds around it, let's get some photos. Let's see if it... I was just looking at this thing and the suspension just bounced up. Oh. Well, there you have Porsche's new suspension that they developed for this thing. That shocked me. Yeah, as I said, Weissach package, super cool. I love these brake calipers. Looking nice bronze gold. But then something cool back here in the rear seats. There is no rear seats. There's your rear seat delete. Really cool. It's still and regular Taycan here. This is the new generation Taycan, so a couple different things going on with it. But we're all really cool with all the aero bits. You got the canards. The big thing that you can tell if it's a new one is it has those little things below the headlights. But yeah, super cool to finally see one of these. If you don't know what Manthey is, basically they're Porsche's in-house aftermarket tuner, but they're more of like a, I think like a step above the GT cars. So they take the GT cars and make them even more GT. As you can see, they have the cage in the back, aero discs on the rear wheels, bigger wing, and they do a whole bunch of little suspension tweaks. Same exact thing with the 4RS. So they're in-house. Actually, they're the ones that build Porsche's GT3 Cup cars, which is a really neat thing if you've ever seen one of those. Yeah, super cool. But still got people rolling in. It's been steady now, so that's nice. Got Mr. Radcliffe back there, Viper, that beautiful GT4 as well. All these Mustangs, a lot of drag builds, like this one is especially nice with a Roush body kit. Very cool. It just goes on for days. Grabber Blue, I absolutely love that. Beautiful GT500. Love the silver on the gunmetal. All the way down here at the other end, these 1500 horsepower CCO R8 just pulled up. Been here past a couple of Concords, so really good to see them again. But it is a freaking cold day out here. Didn't think it was that bad until I can't feel my hands anymore. So I have to go warm up a little bit. But get photos before Mr. Sun ruins it all. I was just warming up for a second. And there is a purple Vuelto down there, and right beside it is a Heritage Edition Golf livery for GT, as well as a couple other McLarens right behind them. And there's a traffic stop down there. Yeah, I saw a Hennessy Exorcist come in while I was in the car, and that is a LS swapped to S2000. And for whatever reason, it's not the only LSS 2000 here. There's also a Turbo 1 out back. I will say that Pacific color stream on that 750 down there is beautiful. That Ford GT is just astonishing. That's my boy Joe in their airliner photo. But look at this Pacific color stream on the 750. That is beautiful. Finally seen somewhere besides McLaren Charlotte. And you get it loaded down there is the Viola Pacife Vuelto. I'm gonna get some photos of this thing. First customer ID Buzz I've seen in person. I don't know what you guys think of this. Do they do good in bringing back the VW bus? Because I think it looks cool. But, I mean, for the amount of money, it's like 60 grand. I don't know if it's really that worth it. And, I mean, for this thing, it's a big car, don't get me wrong. This is 6,000 pounds. Because of EV. So, really cool dark brown interior. I mean, these things are really cool, really quirky. So, yeah, let me know what you guys think about these. I mean, I wouldn't buy one, but I respect VW for bringing them back. This is a Suzuki Every, and yes, that is the name. Suzuki Every. Little JDM van. Always love these little JDM cars. They're so small, but so cool. One day I will have one of these. Probably a Honda Acti. Really cool. Got the little Game Boy. I don't know if it's a Speedo or Attack. Oh, this one actually has Attack. So some of these cars, even if they were manual, this one's an automatic. But some K-cars, even if they were manual, they didn't come with a tachometer. So Well, this one has an auto and a attack, so there you go. Yeah, really cool little thing here. JZX90 Chaser. Honestly, I like when I like started knowing about Chasers, I like the 100s way more. I didn't really like these. Actually, seeing a couple of them in person, JZX90s are really, really nice. This one, I mean, you can tell he beats on it, but still got gram lights on there. Respect to that. I do like the taillight design though. Really cool. Some Bosozoku exhaust tips as well. Yeah, I really like these JZX90s. I still think I would get a 100 over them. But respect to you, sir. While we're talking about unique K-cars, this is a Honda SMX, but that's not what Honda wanted to name it, because you can fold down the rear seats in this and basically make it into a bed. And I think they wanted to call this a S3X. And I'm not going to say anything, but if you can figure it out, you can figure it out. Really cool though. It's a 3-door, which I actually didn't even realize. But this thing's on $5, which normally every K-car is on $4, so that's a surprise. I'm looking for where everybody is crowding. Because I know all of the little TikTok kids are recording that Ruelto, but I want to go see that 4GT because that is MP412C Spider. Nice. Got my boy Warhorse here as well. I ain't seen him in a hot minute. But looking over here at that beautiful 4GT Heritage Edition. There's a lot of different Heritage Editions over here in North Carolina, but the Gulf livery is always so special. I'm very excited. Again, got the Ruelto. It's one of the predetermined specs, Viola Pacife. Basically all of the carbon options on it. White interior, or partially white interior. And then we got those two 750s. That Pacific color scheme still looks amazing though. So, yeah, sick lineup. Got this really sick looking GT350. You don't see too many yellow 350s, but this one's really nice. Love the signature wheels on it as well. But otherwise, still a lot of cars rolling in. Beautiful E39 M5. Got with the Cayenne. I always love to see those builds. This Corvette, I want to see what's going on with it because it's got a high ramp, but I don't know if it's boosted. No, just an all-motor C7. Okay, respect. Then we got my boy Rex, just with his freshly wrapped TRX. Looks really good actually. One thing I like that he did is on the back here, he wrapped over the TRX logo and kind of embossed it. I don't know if you guys can see that. But yeah, honestly, really sick. Shout out to him. Speaking of really sick, this Terminator, beautiful on those welds. Got Corey. And this GT4 on the new Apex MR10s. Really, really nice on here.
What a terrible life.
Gotta love Vipers, man. I was just admiring this 991.1 GT3, and I failed to look to my left. What the heck happened to this Land Cruiser? I don't even know how big these freaking tires are. Good lord. Sorry, you guys can't even see. Look at that. How big are these tires, honestly? 44s. Holy crap. I mean, respectfully, I don't know how you, apologies, I don't know how you get up there. Got another TRX brother out here, but hiding all the way here in the back of the show. We got a Hennessy Exorcist. Seen this car here a couple times, but still a treasure to see. 1,000 horsepower, built by Hennessy after the Dodge Demon came out, hence the name Exorcist. Really, really cool to see back here. Still got the LT4, they just do bigger blower and some other stuff. Still very, very cool. Beautiful 360 Spider. F1 transmission, which is surprising. Well, this thing is really cool. So the GT4. This is basically just a homologated rally car. Very, very cool. This one pop-ups, so I believe it's around the 92 model year. Yeah, really cool. We've got the 3 Hennessy engine in it, which is known for being very, very tunable. But as I mentioned before, here's the other LSS 2000. Don't even know what that was. Probably BMW. But turbo LSS 2000. So right beside a turbo 5.0. Always a cool double. I'll put girl on here. Other than that, I'll start making my way down there and get you guys up if there's anything else. This guy's always over here at Concord. Now, it may look like a stock RS7 until you see that. This is a meth-injected RS7 pushing over 1,000 horsepower. Super, super sick. Already bigger turbos as well. But love that he kept it as a sleeper. And there's my boy Jet in his newly acquired Lamborghini Super Trofeo. The actual race car. And he bought it already street legal. And I don't even want to know how much of a headache that would have been if it wasn't street legal. So let's go say what's up to him. Because otherwise, I think that's about it. Got the 3,000 horsepower GTR leaving. God, that thing sounds amazing. Can't wait till that thing actually gets out on a track so we can see what kind of times that thing runs. Because I have a feeling that he's going to reach his goal of the fastest street GTR in the world. As I mentioned, my boy Jet over here in his Super Trofeo car. Super, super sick. Seen Evo 2s. It's actually a shop not too far from us that does, or at least used to do Squadra Corsa. So I'm pretty familiar with these cars, but still really cool to see one street legal driving. Although on this very, very cold day, I cannot imagine driving on these slicks. There's absolutely no grip. But huge congrats to him. This thing sounds amazing, looks amazing. Don't know how they do it with the sequential and the suspension and all that, but well done. Show's so packed they have to park people all the way in this little grass lot. We got this really cool Survivor Volvo here. Looks all original. Right beside it. Really cool EG6 hatch. What do you guys think about turbo civics? I think they're cool. I personally think so. Even though I might be a little bit biased, but my car is nowhere near to the performance of something like that. Really sick over here, actually. HREs and slicks. Okay, so never mind for that being it, because they park people all the way back here. Really sick S13 R32 combo right there. This is actually good for photos too because it's shaded here. Honestly, I never even really thought about it, but this is a good photo spot. Might have to take that into consideration. That's astonished by this, how well this LS fits into this S2000. I mean, that's probably like a 5.3, maybe smaller, but it's sick actually. And I'm glad he just stayed in NA with that car as well. Now I have word that there's a Senna, or allegedly a Senna, somewhere over here. So, see if that rumor is in fact true. Unfortunately, I couldn't find the Senna, so over here at the Sense, but I gotta give a shout out to these two. These are two incredibly clean builds. This wrap on this S3 is just amazing. It comes out really well on photos. But then that E46 right here on the Apexes, that just looks so freaking good. And kudos to these guys. Very, very well done. Well, thank you to Santiago for pointing out exactly where that thing is. So I got word from my boy Jet in the Huracan that it was coming, but didn't know exactly where it was, but I guess I should have just looked for where everybody is crowding around. Really sick. This is a tuned Senna. Pushing, I don't remember exactly how much power, but it's pushing a lot more than stock. And one new thing is sick. It's that quad exhaust. Really cool looking at the Senna. Like I said, the quad tips. It's on some aftermarket wheels with carbon barrels. This thing is very nice. It's a beautiful spec too. It's just that subtle silver. But this thing is apparently super, super fast. But it looks good. The part too is respect. And my boy Josh over there, his 997 GT3. That thing is just sick. There's a pretty nice GTR in front of him as well. I don't know how much of them recorded, but this might be a two-part video, so if it is, come right